is in the middle of the forest. Remember, Richards, you're the initiator.
I read the Stephen King book when I was a teenager, before I saw the 1987 film, and the 1987 film is a very different adaptation of the source material. So I felt, oh, there's a completely different movie to be made out of that book. So it was actually like a real gift to kind of like go back to the source material then and do something more faithful. I mean, the 1987 film is very, very entertaining, but there's also the Stephen King version is a different beast, and we wanted to make that film.
What was it about the film that you wanted to be involved with?
I mean, this guy, you know, I've been wanting to work with Edgar for as long as I can remember, since Shaun of the Dead, and you know, Edgar's played in every different sandbox and all different kinds of stories, and his style is so unique. He's just like one of the great auteurs, and to see his sort of like lens and eye on this world was something I was really excited about.
First of all, just to be in Edgar's world is a massive world, because he's so smart and inventive, and his visual effects and stunts and all that. You want to be in that world. And in his storytelling, at the end of the day, it really is really about an everyman who's just trying to take care of his family. So the idea of that was really, I don't know, interesting to me. And to play Bobby T, who's just a wild game show host. And so I researched a bunch of hosts and really settled in on a few, and wanted to be playful and really serve as the function of getting people hyped up and really animating people to take part in this game show.
I've been a fan of Edgar Wright for years and years, and so the opportunity to work with him and learn from him was something I didn't want to miss. So, yeah, what a privilege.
And the stunts in the film are pretty crazy. How was it like training the body and getting ready for all that?
I love doing fights. I love a fight scene. You rehearse 1,000 times so that you can do it safely in front of the cameras, and then you forget about it when you shoot, so you can just play the aggression. You don't have many lines, but you have like your punches, and you take your hits, and I love those days when you can make a fight on camera. And
not a week goes by where the military don't quote a Hot Fuzz quote.
Which ones?
It's always the greater good.
Yep.
I'm from Gloucestershire, so I got the West Country accent nailed, and just the one actually. And I believe you got a military connection as well yourself.
I grew up in a military family, so you know, I just always felt like home, and yeah, getting to be a part of that Top Gun world, I think, was just really, really defining. I mean, we lived on military bases. So, did I tell you the story about like when we first got on the military base, and you have to wear a cover, like a hat on base, and quickly, like I was walking outside, and this guy said, "Hey, Lieutenant, you don't have your cover on," and I said, "Oh no, I'm an actor." He's like, "What?" And I was like, "No, I'm just an actor in a movie." He's like, "Why are you wearing a uniform of the?" And I said, "No, I'm about to film." So and then it kept happening. All these people kept stopping me, being like, "Lieutenant, put your cover on." And I was like, I am going to wear my cover. And then when they'd say lieutenant, and I'd salute. You have to salute. So all of a sudden, I just sort of adopting being a lieutenant in the Navy. I was like, okay, now it's just getting, you know, the lines between fact and fiction were just, when we lived on military bases, it was such a special time.
And then you got shipped out and he goes, no, I'm in the movie.
No,
I'm in the movie.
And Bobby T, like larger-than-life character, you were talking about channeling some of those like TV show hosts. What was, who were you thinking of when you were playing that character?
It's funny because I think as a personality, he's not like him at all. But I like the function of his show, which was Jerry Springer. I feel like he's not Bobby T in any way, shape, or form. I think Bobby T is much more of a modern show host in a way, like being a showman. But I thought that what he does is the way he gets people hyped up. He knows his audience, and he knows how to feed them and get them to be their most vitriolic, wildest self. So I think that's interesting.
You should have seen Colman Domingo on this set. He had this rowdy, wild audience in the palm of his hand. It was like this exchange, like this scene between him and 200 people on the other side of it. It was so fun to watch. And as we are BFBS, it's all about 30 days on the run. If you were on operations for 30 days with the military, what 3 films would you take with you?
I would take Private Benjamin with Goldie Hawn.
Oh my gosh. Inspired. I'm going to be going with you. What are the other 2?
You're going to take something. I don't know why, but I just watched Showgirls again for like the umpteenth time.
I mean,
my answers are insane. They're insane because it's just entertaining. Yeah. You're like, what are you doing? What's happening? What else? We got a 3rd one.
It's a funny movie, right?
It could be
funny,
like
a good funny movie. Or Kill Bill.
Kill
both
Bill's
parts.
good. Yeah, that's good.
I think it's like a perfect film.
That's great. One or
It's
two.
such a
One or
fun.
two.
Both, the whole thing.
Right.
I want Quentin's like new cut. He's just recut it and given you everything you
Oh,
want
shoot, really?
out of it.
I mean, on Top Gun, we were
talking
on the,
Maverick.
on-
Is that
on
number
the-
one
Definitely
choice,
take
surely?
Top Gun Maverick on the carrier.
2 British ones, older ones, in which we serve. The David Lean, Noel Coward film, which is amazing, about the Navy. And also the film The Cruel Sea, both like incredible like World War II British like naval films.
And finally, what do you hope people will take away from this film?
I hope people have a good time and go on the ride and
Come together, yeah.
Yeah, and get the chance to sit in that theater and think about the world we live in and
The world we want it to be.
yeah.
I think just like have a great time on the big screen. We made this film to kind of like sort of entertain and thrill you and give you something to think about. So I hope you have an amazing time watching it.
You're on freebie.
The hunters are racing to intercept their prey. Better run, Mr. Richards. This is why we watch, running fans.
Go, go. Stop filming me!
Going down.
Got it. He's headed for the lobby.
Reached the lobby.
Richards, you're going down.
I got a grenade!
Back at you.